Yes, good afternoon to all. So am I audible, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So far, we have seen uh, two, three one-dimensional heat equation. In all these problems, what we did, we reduced the temperature at both ends of the rod, both ends of the rod to zero, and then we evaluated the arbitrary constants A, B, C, A, B, and lambda, and we found out the solution. Okay, sometimes we may change the temperature at both ends, but it may not be zero temperature. Okay, it may not be zero temperature. Okay, that is we are going to see. See, for example, initially the temperature at this rod, which is some non-zero number, here it is some non-zero number. See, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the temperature at this point as well as at this point to some other temperature, but it is not equal to zero. Okay, in this case, till the time, till that changing the temperature distribution along this rod, along this bar, which is going to be steady state temperature distribution. Steady state temperature distribution. Why? Because here we have some constant, here we have some constant. Till that, till that disturbing. Okay, before disturbing the temperature, I mean, before disturbing the temperature at this point, the temperature distribution is independent of time. Independent of time. Okay, that is why we call this a steady state temperature distribution. Now what we are going to do, we are going to disturb, okay, we are going to disturb the temperature at both the ends. Then automatically the temperature fluctuation will be there. Temperature fluctuation will be there. See, therefore, what you will get? Automatically the temperature distribution along this rod is going to be some function of T. Some function of T. Fine. Now if we fix that the temperature at these two ends are zero, then automatically what will happen? If time goes to infinity, then the temperature along this rod is going to be zero temperature. Because we are we are fixing the temperature at both ends are zero. So therefore, when time tends to infinity, then the temperature along this rod going to zero. Of course, zero temperature is a steady state temperature. Zero temperature is steady state temperature. Fine. Now, now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to change the temperature here as well as here, but the temperature is non-zero temperature. That means from one steady state to, okay, the problem goes to from one steady state to another steady state. Another steady state. For example, I have some rod like this. Okay, I have some rod like this. I have some alpha temperature here and some beta temperature here. Okay, before disturbing the temperature at both ends, then the temperature distribution will be some function. Okay, some function. Okay, here it is going to be a steady state temperature. If we fix that, if we change the temperature to zero degree, and here to 0 degree, then the temperature will depend on time. Will depend on time. Okay, now what is my interest is, my interest is going to change the temperature from alpha degree to, okay, alpha degree Celsius to some other, for example, some alpha 1 degree Celsius, some alpha 1 degree Celsius. Here also some beta degree Celsius to some beta 1 degree Celsius. Beta 1 degree Celsius, where alpha 1 and beta 1 are non-zero constants. Then what will happen? Automatically But see, from this state to it will reach another state. It will reach another state. That state is also steady state. Whereas from here to here, from here to here, there will be intermediate portion. That portion is called transient state solution. Transient state solution. Okay, I can illustrate like this. Look at this. See, in the last few problems, we considered a rod like this, and then the temperature at this is some, for example, 10 degrees Celsius. Here it is 20 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then what we did, we found out the steady state temperature. We found out the steady state temperature for this. Then after this, what we did, we changed the temperature at, here it is 0 degrees Celsius, here it is 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, here it is 0 degree, here it is also 0 degree. Fine. Then what will happen? Automatically, our u of x comma t is going to be some summation n equal to 1 to infinity, some function into e raised to minus alpha square lambda square into t. E raised to minus alpha square lambda square into t. Then what will happen? When we allow t tends to infinity, this will become 0. Okay, this will become 0. See, therefore 0 into something which is going to be 0. See, therefore automatically it reaches our u of x comma t, that reaches a 0 function. It reaches a 0 function. Because of the boundary condition, we are changing here, it is 0 degrees Celsius. It tends to 0 temperature. U of x comma t tends to 0 temperature as t tends to infinity. As t tends to infinity. Here 0 temperature is also steady state temperature. Steady state temperature. Fine. Now, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the temperature like this. Okay. Here some alpha 1 degree Celsius. Here some beta 1 degree Celsius. Okay. Here alpha 1 to beta 1 some non-zero constant. From here to here, see, this is also steady state temperature. What will happen when t tends to infinity? Then this process tends to steady state non-zero steady state temperature distribution, because we are having some non-zero boundary conditions at both ends. Okay, here we have some non-zero boundary conditions at both ends. See, therefore this solution tends to 0 solution as t tends to infinity. Whereas if we fix any non-zero boundary condition at both ends, then this solution tends to a steady state solution, which is determined by these two boundary conditions. Okay. From now to reach here, from here there will be some intermediate portion, or there will be some intermediate process. Such a process is called transient state solution. Okay. See, therefore, if you model such a problem, then this equation has two solutions. One is a transient state solution, another one is steady state solution. See, therefore, ultimately, your u of x comma t, that can be written as ut of x comma t plus us of x. Okay. Here ut of x comma t is a transient state solution, and the us of x is steady state solution, like this. Okay, that's what we are going to discuss today. See, while solving the problem, you can easily understand what is happening here. Okay, yes. Say, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, a rod of 10 centimeter, first problem, a rod 10 centimeter long has its ends capital A and capital B kept at 20 degrees Celsius and 40 degree 40 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius and 40 degree Celsius until the steady state conditions prevail. Until the steady state conditions prevail. Fine. Now the temperature at A is raised to 50 degrees Celsius, and at B is reduced to 10 degrees Celsius. 10 degrees Celsius. Then find the steady state temperature distribution along the rod. Okay, see, this is a problem. This is the problem. Okay, what it says, a rod 10 centimeter long. Okay, a rod 10 centimeter long has its ends capital A and capital B kept at 20 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. Initially, the temperature at both ends are given by like this, 20 degree and 40 degree Celsius respectively, until the steady state conditions prevail. Okay, until we disturb at both ends, the temperature is given by like this. See, therefore, initially the temperature along this bar, which is going to be the steady state temperature, okay, which is determined by these two boundary conditions. Now the temperature at A is raised to, okay, now the temperature at A is raised to 50 degrees Celsius, and at B is reduced to 10 degrees Celsius. Look at this. So this is a non-zero number. 50 degrees Celsius is non-zero number, and 10 degrees Celsius is non-zero number. Then find the, sorry, it is not a, then find the temperature distribution. Find the temperature distribution along the rod, not a steady state. Then find the temperature distribution along the rod. See, this is the question. Find the temperature distribution along the rod. Okay, fine. Now, solution. See, the length of the rod is, what is the length of the rod? 10 centimeter long. Okay. See, this is a rod. This is a 10 centimeter. Now I call this as A and this is B. See, this is at x equal to 0 and this is x equal to 10. Okay. Is it visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now at x equal to 0, the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius. At x equal to 10, the temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. Okay. The temperature is at x equal to 0, 20. At x equal to 10, it is 40 degrees Celsius, respectively. Fine. Then, see, until we disturb the temperature, it has a steady state temperature distribution. See, therefore, the steady state temperature distribution is U of x, which will be some C1x plus some C2. Okay. Already you know how to calculate square u by dou x square equal to 0. You will get this. Now, at x equal to 0, what is this? Your u of 0, which is equal to C2. But at x equal to 0, what is the temperature? This is 20. See, therefore, C2 equal to 20. C2 equal to 20. C2 equal to 20. Fine. Now, at x equal to 10, what is your u of 10? U of 10, which is equal to C1 into 10 plus 20, which is equal to 40. See, therefore, 10 C1, which is equal to 20. 10 C1, which is equal to 20. Hence, our C1 equal to 2. See, therefore, the steady state temperature U of x, which is equal to 2x plus 20. You can verify it. When we substitute x equal to 0, here it is 20 degrees Celsius. When we substitute x equal to 10, then this will become 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, fine. Now see, this is the initial temperature distribution along the rod. Now, what is our interest? What is the problem which is given to us? You change the temperature at x equal to A, at x equal to B, like this. At x equal to A, you raise the temperature 50 degree, and at x equal to B, you reduce the temperature at x equal to 10 degrees Celsius. Then find the temperature distribution along the rod. Okay. Now look at this. This is a new geometry. Now what we are going to do? We are going to raise the temperature. At x equal to 0 is 50 degree. Okay, 50 degrees Celsius. So this is x equal to 0. Yes, 1 minute. Huh? Sorry. See guys, see what we are going to do. We are going to increase the temperature at x equal to 0 is 50 degrees Celsius. And whereas at x equal to 10, we are going to reduce the temperature to 10 degree. Okay, 10 degrees Celsius. Okay. Yeah. Actually, if we change the temperature like this at both the ends, it will reach a steady state after a long time. Okay, it will reach a steady state temperature distribution after a long time. See, therefore, the solution of such a problem, sometimes it will be dependent on time. After some time, it will be independent of time. Okay, that means up to sometimes it depends on time. After that, it is independent of time. See, therefore, the solution of this problem can be written as sum of two functions. That is, one is a transient state solution, another one is steady state solutions. See, therefore, you can write u of x comma t, which is equal to ut of x comma t. Okay, ut means transient. The upper t represent that transient state. Okay, transient state plus us of x. Us of x means after some time, after a long time, it became a solution which is independent of time. So that is why I wrote us of x alone. us of x alone. Okay, now see, this is a new solution for this problem. This is a new solution for this problem. Okay, now look at this. After a long time, it will reach us the steady state solution. The steady state solution which is determined by these two boundary conditions. The steady state solution which is determined by these two boundary conditions. See, therefore, first to find out what is us of x as like this. Okay, fine. Shall I erase this problem?
Yes,
Guys?
sir.
Okay, fine. Now, so look at the new geometry. From the new geometry, we are fixing the temperature at x equal to 0 or 50 degree. Here it is 10 degrees Celsius. See, therefore, my us of 0, which is equal to some c, sorry, let me write it like this. us of x, which is equal to some c4 plus c4x or c3x plus some c4, where c3 and c4 are some arbitrary constants like c1 and c2, okay, fine. Now our us of 0 at x equal to 0, what is the temperature? This is 50 degrees Celsius, therefore this is 50, which is equal to c3 into 0 plus c4. See, therefore, what is the value of c4? Our c4, which is equal to 50. C4 equal to 50. Fine. Now, at x equal to 10, that is us of 10. What is us of 10? There we are fixing that the temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. See, therefore, this is 10, which is equal to c3 into 10 plus c4 is already 50. Okay. See, therefore, what is the value of c3?
Minus 4.
Minus 4. This is minus 4. Fine. See, therefore, our us of x, which is going to be minus 4x plus 50. Okay, what I'm saying, after a long time, your transient state solution will reach us to the steady state solution like this. You can verify it. That means if I allow t tends to infinity, your solution will reach us to minus 4x plus 50. Okay, fine. We'll see it now. See, this is one part. We found out one part of the solution, the steady state solution like this. Okay, fine. Now from this expression, what is your ut of x comma t? I know what is u of x comma t, which is equal to ut of x comma t plus us of x. Already I found out what is us of x. See, therefore, what is my ut of x comma t? Our ut of x comma t, which is going to be u of x comma t minus us of x. Okay, very simple. Okay, fine. Now what? See, this is a function which we are going to find out. Okay, this is the function which we are going to find out. But already there are two conditions which are given to us. At x equal to 0, that should be 50 degrees Celsius. Whether it is a transient or original problem, the temperature at x equal to 0 should be 50 degrees Celsius. See, therefore, u of 0 comma t, that should be 50. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then as well as at x equal to 10, we are maintaining 10 degrees Celsius. See, therefore, u of 10 comma t, that is also 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, fine. See, therefore, what is our ut of 0 comma t? Ut of 0 comma t, which is equal to u of 0 comma t minus us of 0. Minus us of 0. What is u of 0 comma t? Here at x equal to 0, we are maintaining 50 degrees Celsius. See, therefore, this is 50 minus, what is your us of, yes? Yes.
Sir, can you explain why we have taken minus u of s?
Very simple. See, look at this. Here u of x comma t, which is equal to ut of x comma t plus us of x, right? I just subtracted us of x from both sides.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah, this is u of 0 comma t equal to 50 minus what is us of 0? At x equal to 0, what will I get? This is also 50. Fine, see this is 50. Hence, what will I get? This is 0. That is ut of 0 comma t, which is equal to 0. Now, what will happen when we substitute x equal to 10? That is, I'm expecting that ut of 10 comma t is also 0. Okay. So now what is ut of 10 comma t? That is u of 10 comma t minus us of 10. Am I right? Now we are maintaining the temperature at x equal to 10 is 10 degrees Celsius. See, therefore this will be 10. And if I substitute x equal to 10 here, this will be 10. See, therefore this becomes minus 10. Hence this is also 0. This is also 0. Fine. Okay, fine. See, therefore u of 10 comma t is also 0. U of 10 comma t is also 0. And what about the initial condition? Ut of x comma 0. What is ut of x comma 0? That is u of x comma 0 minus us of x. We are replacing only t equal to 0. We are replacing only t equal to 0. Fine. So guys, before, see what do you mean by t equal to 0? T equal to 0 means initial time. Before changing the temperature at x equal to 0, at x equal to 10, what was the temperature distribution along the rod?
2x plus 20.
2x plus 20. Okay, because due to that boundary condition, I erased this. Due to those boundary conditions, initially the temperature distribution was one function, 2x plus how much? 20, yeah?
Sir.
2x plus 20.
2x plus 20, okay. See, therefore, at the time t equal to 0, u of x comma 0, which is going to be that function. Okay, see, therefore, this is 2x plus 20 minus, what is your us of x? What is our us of x? This is minus 4x plus 50. Okay, see, therefore, this is 6x minus 30, yeah? 4x minus 4, this becomes plus, and 20 minus 50, so therefore minus 30. Okay, see, for this problem, the initial temperature distribution is 6x minus 30. 6x minus 30. Okay, fine. Yeah, now what is the mathematical problem? Now this ut of x comma t will satisfy one partial differential equation, that is dou ut divided by dou t, which is equal to alpha square into dou square ut divided by dou x square, with the boundary condition. What is the first boundary condition? ut of 0 comma t, which is equal to 0. And the second boundary condition is ut of 10 comma t, that is also 0. And the third boundary condition is ut of x comma 0, that is equal to 6x minus 30. Okay. See, this problem seems like the problem which you have seen earlier. Okay. Now apply the suitable solution is a cos lambda x plus b sin lambda x into e power minus alpha square lambda square dt. Apply the conditions one by one and try to evaluate the arbitrary constants. Okay. Yeah. Now tell me, what is a suitable solution here? What is a suitable solution? Our ut of x comma t, which is equal to a cos lambda x plus b sin lambda x into e raised to minus alpha square lambda square into t. Now I call this as equation. Apply the condition 1 in equation number 1. Excuse me. Apply the condition 1 in equation number 1. That is, what will I get? ut of 0 comma t, which is equal to 0, that is equal to a into e raised to minus alpha square lambda square into t, which is equal to 0, which implies my a must be 0. A must be 0. Now, if a equal to 0, then our ut of x comma t, that becomes b sine lambda x, b sine lambda x into e raised to minus alpha square lambda square into t. Now I call this as equation number 2. Now apply the condition 2, apply the condition 2 in equation number 2. Apply the condition 2 in equation number 2. What will I get? Our ut of x comma t, ut of x comma t, which is equal to b. So what we are doing here, we are going to replace x equal to 10. Okay, x equal to 10. See, therefore, that is x equal to 10. I replace x equal to 10 here, and into sine 10 lambda into e raised to minus alpha square lambda square into t, that is equal to 0. Okay, already we know that e power minus alpha square lambda square t, which is not equal to 0. See, therefore b into sine 10 lambda equal to 0, which implies lambda equal to n pi by, what is lambda here? What is lambda? What is lambda?
N
n
pi
pi
by
by
10.
10.
N pi by 10. Okay, n pi by 10. Fine. We found out the value of lambda and replace the lambda in your equation number 2. See, therefore, my ut of x comma t, which is equal to b into sine n pi x divided by 10 into e raised to minus alpha square n square pi square t divided by 100. See, this is true for all n greater than or equal to 1. Okay, by superposition principle, what you will get? Our ut of x comma t, which is going to be summation n equal to 1 to infinity some bn into sine n pi x divided by 10 into e raised to minus alpha square n square pi square t divided by 100. Now I call this as equation number 3. Okay, now apply the condition 3, apply the equation number 3. Apply condition 3 in equation number 3. See, therefore, what will get? Our ut of x comma 0. What is ut of x comma 0? That is 6x minus 30. That is 6x minus 30, which is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity and bn into sine n pi x upon 10 into e raised to 0, because we replaced it to t equal to 0. Okay, fine. See, therefore, what is the formula? See, left hand side is one algebraic function, right hand side is the sine series expansion. See, therefore, the bn is, please tell me what is the bn? What is the formula for bn?
2
2 by
2
10
by 10
integral 0 to 10.
2 by 10 integral 0 to 10.
6 minus 30 into sine n pi by 10.
6x minus 30 into sine n pi x upon 10 into dx. Okay, yeah, please integrate this and tell me what is the value of bn.
So minus 60 upon n pi
Minus 60 upon n pi
into 1 plus
1
minus 1 raised to 1. 1 plus minus 1 raised to 1.
raised to n.
Raised to 1. Yes.
Wait, let me check. Okay, correct. Very good. Bn is minus 60 upon n pi into 1 plus minus 1 raised to n. See, therefore, our ut of x comma t, which is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity minus 60 divided by n pi into 1 plus of minus 1 whole raised to n into sine n pi x divided by 10 into e raised to minus alpha square n square pi square t divided by 100. Okay. See, this is ut of x comma t. Okay, ut of x comma t. Fine. Now, what is our u of x comma t? See, what is our u of x comma t? U of x comma t, which is equal to ut of x comma t. Okay, ut of x comma t plus us of x. Okay, this is us of x. Now tell me, what is us of x? Anyone please, what is us of x?
minus 4x plus 50.
Minus 4x plus 50 plus, okay, I'll write it here, plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity, and this is minus 60 upon n pi into 1 plus minus 1 whole raised to n, and sine n pi x divided by 10 into e raised to minus alpha square n square pi square t divided by 100. Okay, now this is the u, this is our u of x comma t. Okay, now you can verify that if I allow t tends to infinity, what will I get? See, this becomes 0. Yes, if we allow t tends to infinity, e power this, okay, e power minus t tends to 0. E power minus t tends to 0. See, therefore this term goes to 0. Remaining, what will I get? Only this term. Only minus 4x plus 50. That means what? After a long time, the solution, I mean the temperature distribution along the rod, which is going to be steady state temperature. Okay, this is for the illustration. See, when will I get some non-zero steady state temperature? If we change at least one of the boundary condition, is non-zero, then you will get a transient state solution, non-zero transient state solution. Otherwise, this solution will tending to 0 as t tends to infinity. Is it clear? Is it clear? Guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, fine. Yes. Now, I'll give another problem. A rod of length L has its ends capital A and capital B kept at 30 degrees Celsius and 80 degrees Celsius respectively until the steady state conditions prevail. Until the steady state conditions prevail. Now, the temperature temperature at B is suddenly reduced to 60 degrees Celsius. 60 degrees Celsius. At the same time, the temperature at A is increased to 40 degrees Celsius. Then find the temperature distribution along the rod. Okay, so this is the problem. I repeat, a rod of length L has its ends capital A and capital B kept at 30 degrees Celsius and 80 degrees Celsius respectively until the steady state conditions prevail. Fine. Now the temperature at B is suddenly reduced to 60 degree. At the same time, the temperature at A is increased to 40 degrees Celsius. Then find the temperature distribution along the rod. Okay? Yeah, please do it. Solution. See what is first initially the rod having the temperature distribution is like this. See what is the length of the rod? Length of the rod is L. Okay, this is A and this is B. Of course, this is x equal to 0 and this is x equal to L. Now at x equal to 0, the temperature is 30 degree. At x equal to 80, the temperature is 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, with the help of these two boundary conditions, what is a steady state solution? U of x, which is equal to C1x plus C2. Tell me what is this?
So 50x by L plus 30.
60x divided by L plus
50
50.
by L.
50, yeah.
Yes, sir.
50x divided by L plus
30.
30.
Yes,
30. Okay, 30, fine. I can verify this because when I substitute x equal to 0, this is 30 at x equal to L. This will become, okay, very good. Okay, see, this is the initial steady state temperature distribution along the rod. Now what we are going to do, from this state to, we are going to change the another state like this. That is, see, the length is L, and what we are going to do at B, it is suddenly reduced to 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, they reduce the temperature at B to 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, see, this is B. And this is x equal to 0 and A. Okay. At A, it increased to 40 degrees Celsius. See, therefore, this is 40 degrees Celsius. Okay. See, look at this. Both the conditions are non-zero conditions. See, therefore, this problem has a transient state solution. I mean, steady state plus transient state solution. Now, with these two boundary conditions, what is your US of x? See, this is C3 plus C3x plus C4. C3x plus C4. Okay, now tell me what is this?
Sir, 20x by L
20x divided by L
plus 40.
plus 40, yeah. Plus 40. So let me verify this. If I substitute x equal to L, Yeah, LL gets cancelled. This is 20 plus 40 equal to 60. Fine. Then if I substitute x equal to 0, very good. Okay. US of x is 20x divided by L plus 40. Fine. Yes. Now what is the solution? The solution is u of x comma t, which is equal to ut of x comma t plus us of x. See, therefore, our ut of x comma t, which is equal to u of x comma t minus us of x. Okay, see, this is the expression. Now tell me what is ut of 0 comma t. Ut of 0 comma t is u of 0 comma t minus us of 0. What is this? What is the value of this? Ut of 0 comma t.
Sir, 0.
Yeah, this is 0. Okay. And ut of L comma t, which is equal to u of L comma t minus us of L. That is also 0. Okay, I guess. Okay, fine. Now, what is the initial condition? That is ut of x comma 0, which is equal to u of x comma 0 minus us of x. Now tell me what is u of x comma 0? U of x comma 0, which is equal to 50x divided by L plus 30. Okay, initially the temperature distribution along the rod is given by 50x divided by L plus 30. See, therefore, this is 50x by L plus 30 minus of, and what is this? Here 20x divided by L plus 40. Okay, yes, what is this? 30x divided by L, okay, 30x divided by L, and then 30 minus 40, see, therefore minus 10. Okay, so that's ut of x comma t satisfies the problem dou ut divided by dou t, which is equal to alpha square into dou square ut divided by dou x square, with the boundary conditions ut of 0 comma t, which is equal to 0, and the second boundary condition is ut of L comma t, which is equal to 0, and the third boundary condition ut of x comma, sorry, this is initial condition. Okay, ut of x comma 0, which is equal to, this is 30x divided by L minus 10. Okay, yes, apply the conditions one by one in a suitable solution and then evaluate the arbitrary constants. Yes, tell me what is the value of A, lambda, and Bn. What is the value of A?
0.
0.
A is 0. Fine. What is the value of lambda?
N pi by L.
N pi by L. Okay. And Bn. Yeah, please calculate it. How much time left? 10 minutes. Yeah, students, I have posted one question in the GCR. Please solve the question and return it back today itself.
Until what time?
Midnight, before 12 o'clock. A similar question. Bn is
N5,
uh,
20 upon N5,
20 upon n pi. Yes.
bracket 1
Uh,
minus half. 2 minus 1 to power n plus 1 minus 1. So that is
2. What
minus
is
1.
this? Minus 1. Start with minus 1.
Yes, sir. Minus 1
Uh,
plus
plus
2 into minus 1 to power n plus 1.
n plus 1. Okay. That is 2 into minus 1 whole power n plus 1 minus 1. So let me verify this. I think this is. Oh yeah, very good, very good. Okay, it's right. Very good, very good. Okay, it's okay. See, this is the correct one. Fine. See, therefore, what is your ut of x comma t? Ut of x comma t is summation n equal to 1 to infinity. This is 20 upon n pi into 2 into minus 1 whole power n plus 1 minus 1 into sine n pi x upon 10 into e raised to minus alpha square.
Sir, upon L.
Oh, sorry, L. Okay. L. Thank you. Yes, n square, pi square, t divided by L square. See, we have found out ut of x comma t. See, therefore, what is u of x comma t? U of x comma t is this expression. Okay. Yes, tell me what is this? What is us of x? I erased it. What is us of x?
30x by L minus 10.
30x divided by L minus 10.
Yes, sir.
US.
So 20x by L
20x divided by L
plus 40.
plus 40. Okay, so this is US of x plus this series expansion summation n equal to 1 to infinity 20 divided by n pi 2 into minus 1 raised to n plus 1 minus 1 into sine n pi x divided by L into e raised to minus alpha square n square pi square t divided by L square. See, this is the required solution. Okay. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt in this topic? Any doubt in this topic?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. See, please write the answer for the question. I mean, full explanation. Okay, and post it today itself. And in the next class, there will be one test, small test on wave equation and heat equation. Okay, within an hour you have to finish the exam and post it. In the next class, there will be a test. Okay, with this, I close this session. Thank you.